So we're just having a good time one Saturday, and this woman with this damn thing over her head and over her mouth and everything pulls out in front of me. And I went to cussing, and she said, that was one of them damn Shiites. And I said, yeah, and Shiite that got her ass hit.
All right, we're on the air.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Praise Alan for another week. Little.
Praise Alan.
Praise Alan.
What is it? Southeast? I'm facing south by southeast.
Plus 12 degrees.
I don't remember. I'm horrible at church stuff.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
When it's close to home for me. So I didn't know too well. But one of my little cousins who I didn't really know
The hell is going?
What the hell are you doing over there, John?
Damn commercials.
I'm not quite sure what show I'm watching, but that wasn't us I seen on the screen there.
I knew that wasn't too much of that smoke out of that smoke shack.
I tell you what, I knew I shouldn't have found that. When I threw all them weeds and mushrooms in the fire to add a little bit of flavor, man.
Uh-oh.
Silent Wolf said Jihad John.
What?
Jihad John.
It's Gerard. It's a holy Gerard.
I can't read. I'm trying to find this our show here. Bear with me. I can't read the stuff yet.
I'm trying to get signed in.
I remember they said to make our lives easier. Whatever happened to that?
There we go. Now I'm signed in. Yay.
Yay.
Oh, there we go. Thanks, there we go.
Well, how's everybody doing tonight? Awesome. Aisa's here. That's
Lisa.
Yeah, it's Frog's friend. Hi, Asa.
Yeah.
And Legend Sexy, he's in there.
Hello.
All right, it's time for the Praise Alan roll call. Let's see. All right, we're missing a lot of people. All right, so everybody here, everything okay out there? Good? What's up there, Ricky85? Loud and clear. Out frigging standing. Sassy, where you been? You don't want to know? Is it anything as bad as New Year's Eve? Hello there, Troy. Long, ugly story?
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
Well, we got nothing better to do. Let's hear it. Troy brought you here? Way to go, Troy.
Yeah, thanks, Troy. I've seen Ricky in another blog TV before, I think, but I can't remember which one.
Reader's Digest. Oh,
Yeah.
Sassy. Compressed version? Well, for everybody that's in here, we're gonna be doing a new grandbaby surgery CPS. Oh my God. Okay, enough said, Sassy. We
Hey,
hope
Scooter.
it all works out good.
It's always stupid. Always.
Hey, Scooter.
Just try.
Evil Tuna. Some of these names.
Oh, they left.
Yeah.
They show up and leave with a great name on
Okay, all you guests, there's a bunch of them. We're having a giveaway this evening. If you want to be a part of the giveaway, eligible, go make an account.
a web TV account.
Blog TV.
Blog
account.
TV, sorry. Blog TV account. Get a real name. Come back in.
Tonight, we're giving away a ham radio.
Yay!
And accompanying antenna.
Yes, and the accompanying antenna, and the radio. I've already ordered it. It's on its way. It's a Bofang UV5R dual band HT ham radio.
And the antenna is one of those high gain super deluxe.
Yeah, the
to go with the Bofang.
absolutely. It'll definitely increase the range of the radio and make you happy.
Oh, thanks, Goose Arrow. I like it too.
It's pretty awesome.
That's my trailer park Barbie, I think. I can't remember what they called her.
Yep.
So,
Mullet, cigarette, heavy makeup.
That's next day makeup right there.
That's so funny.
After a night of drinking.
and God knows what else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All guests, if you want to be in on a drawing for a ham radio, go sign up and come in under a real name other than guest, and you'll be in the drawing.
Hey, Sassy, when you get to that peach jam, don't forget Gravy and I out here in Arizona.
Yeah,
Yep.
her peach tree took a dive. It's dead.
It's not even kindling.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, our peaches, our pears, everything, shriveled up.
What's going on there? Parting down or whatever that is?
That's part Indian.
Part NDN.
My plum trees are doing good. 2 of the 3 are doing very well.
Yeah, one plum tree actually had a plum on it, so Gravy knocked
Oh,
it.
the nectarine.
Nectarine, sorry.
Hello there, Don Torres. Avon CT Style, it's good to see you here like usual. We appreciate it.
Avon's awesome.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yep.
Hey, Pork Chop, why are you hitting yourself on the head?
Because you can't be in the drawing tonight.
Oh, are you kidding? He's got more radios than God. And he's got a radio for each day of the month.
Maybe he wants that antenna. He's leaving, coming back to somebody else.
We love you too, Avon. We're glad you're here. As usual. There we go.
Hey, I see Leon. Hi, Leon.
Oh, Leon made it good.
Yeah.
And the drawing for the Second Amendment shirts is next week's show. And that's East Coast Preppers giveaway. And
Well, I think he's going to give them away on his show tomorrow night.
is he going to do it on his show or your show?
Oh, wait,
okay,
oh,
his show. Oh, so that means you're going to have a show again?
Next week.
Well, it's about damn time.
Hello, Scoter.
I have no idea why I'm typing when I can talk.
I
have no idea.
It's psychological.
I gotta get. What time? When are y'all doing the drawing? Because I gotta like leave before that.
We'll do it.
Sure you do.
So I can come back in as a different person.
Yeah.
We're doing it at 12 midnight.
East Coast time.
Yeah.
Ray can't stay awake that long. So how's everybody doing?
Praise Alan. Pretty good.
You don't have to sign up. You just being here, you're entered into the contest, Don. It's random from the chat list.
You do have to be present to win, though.
Yes, you do have to be present.
My name's present. Can I win?
Who's Jared, Scoter? Oh, damn.
Where's John?
أشهد أن محمدا
Where?
Hello.
Hello.
Praise Alan. I mean, Alan. Little. I gotta give me a couple minutes. I gotta run out. I butchered them rabbits and chickens. I'm sure there's gonna be coons and stuff out there scratching around. Give me a second. I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna run out there just to make sure they're not scratching at the chicken house.
Okay.
All right, Elmer Fudd.
Ah, man.
Turn it up, Ray. Don wants to know what's happening.
Yeah, it's prayer time. Praise Alan.
That had a little splash.
Oh, man. That's some funny shit.
Kneel towards McDonald's. No, we're actually kneeling towards Tombstone.
That's enough of that guy.
Yeah.
Everybody eating their raw bacon tonight?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. I'm wearing some as earrings.
Hey, New Mexico, you can use the grunts. Their grunt calls will work for the meal dinner.
What, Phil? Call me a dear. What's that?
No, Goose Arrow, you're in the right country. That's
Praise Alan.
praise Alan.
Scott calls.
This is the 57 states. Remember?
Yeah.
Which one does Alan live in?
Alan lives in the most important one, D.C. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's a ticket.
Yeah. Yeah.
Certainly.
Hey, New Mexico prepper, another thing when you're hunting mule deer, if you got one jumping away from you, whistle real loud or yell real loud. As high a pitch as you can.
It'll stop.
They'll stop, freeze, turn around, and look right at you, trying to figure out what it was.
Well, he ain't gonna get no mule deer in Alabama.
Oh, he was
Say.
asking about a mule deer, so.
Oh.
Say, hey, don't walk away from me while I'm calling you.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
You talking to me?
Yeah. Oh, bang.
Hey, how you doing?
No, how you do?
Nah, how you doing?
And the rattling horns were pretty good on them, too, if you're in the middle of the road.
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot all about that. We have... breaking news. East Coast Prepper has started a new channel. This is breaking news. Guns, gadgets prepared. That's right. Breaking news. A new channel by East Coast Prepper.
Has all the fun shit on
Can I have his autograph?
it. Hey, if you get an elk up there in New Mexico, you know, he ain't safe that far away, brother.
All right, I'm back.
All right.
Yeah, we're little.
Just a little excited.
Hello?
Man, I just can't get excited about Alan all that much.
Hello?
Well, hey, Scoter.
Scover.
Hey, Scoter, is your dog still alive? Sorry. I mean, he's got the worst dog ever, man. I mean, it's a good, cute little dog, but I mean, why?
Hey, there's room on the smoker, Scoter.
Yeah, well, he said he can, or he didn't need much more than like a half a pint, or maybe.
Pine jar.
Well, you guys got to shoot the rabbit so he can just stick his dog off into the hole and pull the rabbit out.
No, this rep to kick that dog's ass, man. That dog is.
Y'all leave Wayner dog alone.
I'm just saying, you know, I mean,
That's it.
get you a prepping dog, get a blue tick or something that's going to do something instead of just sit there and go. I look pretty, but you know, I can't do anything.
Your wife, his wife is gonna beat you with their dog.
That's all right. They probably hit me once and it'll break in half and die. I don't know, man. I like dogs that do things, like, I don't know, hunt. But,
Low Teeny Prepper, I don't know. Is anybody else having trouble hearing us?
Hey, it's Dr. Bones and Nurse Amy.
Hey.
Hey, Doc and Amy.
Our very first guests. How you kids doing?
Sarah says we sound fine.
Boy, they've been pumping out a lot of videos. That's awesome. We're really glad to see all those videos.
Wim is in Montana. I don't know that she's at her final destination yet, but she is there.
Yay.
Outstanding. Praise Alan.
so Ben, you going to be getting into some cannon here now?
Ben went bubbles.
I talk to you then. I like these long, hard stuff.
Stop by again, Billy. You can stay a little bit longer.
Little.
Little. What the?
What the?
Huh?
Oh, my computer beeping or something at me.
Where my phone goes?
It doesn't like us.
Who?
Who?
Guest High Diva. She comes in and leaves. Comes in and leaves.
Oh, well. There's only room for one diva.
Wow, that sucked.
What was it, Ben?
I just got the blue screen of death.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I've tried to eat feed corn and I didn't like it.
Too tough.
I feel your pain, Ben.
If you can get it when it's still real young, it's not tough yet.
Right.
You haven't missed anything, Gorilla Tavern. We just been goofing off and laughing a bunch. That's about it so far.
How cool is the CB? It's a ham radio, not a CB. And how cool is it, Ray?
It's way friggin' cool. It's a dual band ham radio, 2 meter, 440. It has high power, 4 watts, low power, 1 watt. Actually, Ben has one. Ben, can you espouse the virtues of the Belfang UV5R?
I can. It's, you know, you get what you pay for. You know, but I have a Bofang and a Woshan, and I think it's a quality radio. It's compact. You can put it in a Pelican 1010 case and keep it in your bug out bag. You know, you can put the extended antenna on it. It's got that handy little flashlight, LED light on top that I've actually used quite a lot. You know, for me, for the price, it's an excellent radio. It's got dual monitor, which means you can listen to 2 different frequencies at the same time. You can listen to FM radio stations. You know, it's a excellent radio option for somebody that shops on a budget.
And it's free.
Yeah. Yeah, I ordered a radio the other day, so it should get here in another couple days. And the winner is going to receive a brand new Bofang UV5R dual band HT radio, and also a DX Boomer dual band antenna that increases the range of the radio over the stock antenna.
Yeah, it's an MTC DX1 antenna.
I'll tell you what, that antenna itself makes all the difference in the world. Redneck Prepper and I did some range testing, and that DX antenna just quadruples your range capabilities, hands down.
Yeah, so yeah, somebody in here tonight is going to get a ham radio, courtesy of Preppers Talk Live. Praise Alan.
So if you guests want to be in on it, go make an account and sign in. Come back into the show.
Blog CD account. It's free. It's nothing.
So You know, I made a video a couple months back that I was kind of poking and prodding at the people that make their friends on the internet, their prepper friends on the internet. So I guess I'm going to have to make a retraction video.
Yeah.
Why?
I kind of already expected one.
Hey.
I'm going to make my video, but I'm going to say, you know what? I found 7 of the craziest people I could find on the internet and invite them to my house for the weekend. Yeah.
Yeah. It was an awesome weekend, though. We learned a lot of stuff, and I'm getting involved with a. It actually, Don, it made me and my wife decide that we were going to go ahead and kind of jump balls deep and to get involved with a local group here that I had already been kind of dabbling with before, but being up there and having done the things that we did made me realize how really important it is to expose yourself to people with different skill sets and learn things.
Isn't this the kind of like qualifying process in a way? Like, if a bunch of people talk to each other over a long period of time, I guess meeting in person is just icing on the cake. I mean, it's not like you're gonna come across some wild ass, crazy person. I mean, in a way, I guess it's a good thing to have YouTube and have different groups so that, when you do get together, you pretty much know what to expect. I mean, let me ask you, John, you weren't surprised or anything, right?
No, I mean, I kind of figured we already would all get along and everything would be good, just because of how well we interact whenever we're interacting on the internet, whether it be Skype or PMs back and forth or something like that. So, and I agree with Ben. I think it's good to expose yourself to people who know more about certain stuff than I do. I mean, I learned a lot about weapons, and I was going to try to spend some time with Ben and my radio, but we never got around to it because we was always busy doing other stuff.
Well, that's going to be for
people go over things that they're knowledgeable about, and then you learn from that, and then you can share something that you know about with other folks. And
yeah, I told Ben not to do anything with the radio. That I'll do that when I drive out there.
Yeah, because you're totally driving out here. Take as excuse.
Oh.
No, it was when everybody was leaving, it was we were all smart and better for having had that experience.
Yeah, I can agree, and I would like to encourage anybody that's out there that's hesitant and getting personally involved with other preppers that they see on YouTube. That's where it all started for me. I don't know you guys, but it all started for me on YouTube. I would have never have been invited to a Skype call had it not been for YouTube.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I would visit with people back and forth like we did. We visited for quite a while on Skype, for the last 6 months, back and forth. We've kind of gotten to know each other. I mean, if somebody would have said, if I said, so what do you do for a living? And they would have told me something like, I make and sell lampshades at the flea market, I probably wouldn't invite that person in my house. I'm just saying. Nothing against people who work at flea markets, but if you make and sell lampshades, it's probably made out of people. So.
I meant to tell you.
Well, it is what it is. It's too late now. But, I mean, it was nice because I know you never had experiences, with you told me you didn't can a whole lot, especially meat, so.
Never. I've never
canned in my life. Not only did you see it being canned, you actually did it. So now you know without a doubt that you can do it because you've already done it. The same thing with butchering rabbits and chickens. You didn't know how to do that, but now you do because you've done it.
Not only did I not know how to do it, but didn't think my stomach could handle how easier it can get. I mean, it's really just a brainless operation. I can't believe I didn't know how before.
It's just something you have to jump into and just, and do before you can believe it.
Just read the instructions and go.
And watch videos.
And it works.
That's what I mean. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I mean, because I ain't nothing special. I'm no smart person. I'm not got no college. I'm just a dude, and I can do it. So anybody can do it.
And an ugly dude at that.
Exactly. So.
Hey, where's Grandpa at tonight?
He's probably recovering.
Which one? There ain't none of us young in here but you.
Hey, be careful who you're calling Grandpa there, Ben.
Yeah, Skippy.
That's when
Yeah.
when Buck Run showed up, I ran to the door. Grandpa.
Oh man.
He's probably still tired. We shot part of a new public service announcement while he's here, and I made him run around the yard. He's probably still tired.
Yeah, canning ground beef is really easy, y'all. I mean, canning anything's easy. You just got to jump in there and do it. I water bath canned for years until I got a pressure canner for Christmas last year, and I've been canning up a storm pressure canning ever since.
It's that,
No,
like. Go ahead,
prepping.
Bud.
I'm sorry, prepping for asked you have to draw out the blood before canning. No.
No.
No, the blood turns into juice.
Deliciousness.
That's what gives us the flavor.
Yeah.
I can to save money. You know, it's a quick meal too.
But do try to remove as much fat as you possibly can.
And what about, like, we saw chicken and beef. What about pork?
Pork's good.
It's no different.
There's no anything. Everything's the same. 90 minutes at 10 pounds. Unless you live above 4,000 feet elevation, then it's 90 minutes at 11 pounds.
Mm-hmm. Are you sure pork's okay?
Pork's awesome.
Little.
My wife and I are going to start really, really trying to track down deals. Buy low and high.
Mm-hmm.
Little.
Well, something else too, like Scoter said, it's a way to save money. I mean, the meat prices, from what I can gather from the beef guys here on the road that I live on, they're dumping as much as they can right now into the slaughterhouses and the stockyards just because their feed prices are going up, and they said that they expect them to peak in like October when it's supposed to be a normal harvest, but there's not that much that's going to get harvested.
Mm-hmm.
So
when that happens, beef and pork and chicken is going to be more expensive. So I'm trying to get what I can right now on sale and throw it in jars and put it on the shelf.
I know my bag of feed has gone up $3.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be next year's SHTF, for lack of a better way to say it. I think with all the wildfires, the drought, the limited grain for the farmers, I really think that next year we're really going to see something in food prices that's going to make your head spin.
Yeah. Stinky drool face. We just got done canning up a bunch of pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
And we cubed it up. But then, yeah.
I steamed it. And then, I just took the pumpkin, cut it in half, cut it into wedges, then cut it into chunks, and then put the chunks in a steamer and steamed it till the pumpkin was very tender. And then I took it out, the skin came right off.
Yeah, like baked potato.
And put it into the jars. Pressure canned it for 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's going to get a lot worse. We're watching like George Soros dumping a lot of his stocks, his equities, and moving over to gold. Now, I mean that it could be a ploy to spike the price of gold, but it could also be a move to safe haven because the insiders, the big players, they know what's coming and they know when it's going to happen. So if you ever really want to know what's going on, you just watch the big players. It's like when Gross got out of Treasury bills last year. That was huge. I mean, they liquidated, what was it, over $100 million in T-bills. So that was a big red flag. There's something cooking.
Hey, do y'all wanna delve off into one of the hot topic issues of the week? Well, I guess it's not really of this week; it's more of last week. But the issue, I want to get some people's takes on the whole 750 million rounds of 357, 40 cal, and 45 ammo. I want to know what some of the people that are in the blog TV portion of this think about that. Because I'm still, jury's still out. I know it's been explained via PDF by, I think, Gravy and Les, but I still want to know what people, what their take on that is.
Did you see the link I sent Tony on the NRA's explanation?
No, I sure did.
Hang on. Where'd he go?
Charlie, are you involved in the MPP here?
Couldn't unmute my mic. What? Say again?
He was talking to Charlie Silent Wolf.
Oh.
Because he's down in his neck of the woods down there. I haven't heard anything about that, Ben. I'm not familiar with that, what's going on in that area.
Basically, here's my take on it, is that we've been watching this for the last couple of years. There was a couple of years ago in the fall, DHS had given I think it's a 5-year contract to Winchester, and it was for 500,000 rounds of ammo. And then we sat down, we tried to figure out how many agents they have, with ICE and border security and all the different enforcement arms. And then we tried to figure out, okay, if they're shooting up this ammo for practice, then maybe what they ordered isn't too far-fetched. But what sends up a flag is that it's all AP. I don't, I just don't see them buying 500,000 rounds of AP and shooting that up. Anybody want to pick up on that? I mean,
like I said, the jury's still out for me. I got a phone call earlier today, of somebody that typically wouldn't be concerned about such things, that has some extensive governmental experience, and he wanted my take on it because he was so concerned, and that kind of got my attention.
Look, let's make this simple, okay? The bottom line is that it all has to come to an end soon, because that we're not selling debt like we used to, okay? I watch the Treasury auctions every month, and I can tell you right now, there's going to come a point when, when we are going to reach the point of no return, and it's coming.
Math.
Sure.
It is. it is coming, but what are the? I'm going to direct this question to Les. Les, what would have to tickle your feet enough to get your attention? At what point do you say, wow, that's it's time to ramp up my preps, it's time to do something extra? What would have to get your attention?
Well, for instance, one of the latest things was that, everybody was concerned because Social Security Administration was buying ammo. And it turned out to be about 5,000 rounds per office, per regional office. For Phoenix, it was 5,000 rounds. For LA, it was 5,000 rounds. For San Francisco, LA was 10,000 rounds. San Francisco was 10,000 rounds. Dallas, Texas was 5,000. Denver was 5,000. That's nothing. Now if they had shipped into the Social Security Administration, per location, 2 or 3 million rounds per location, then I'd be worried.
Yeah, but doesn't it trouble you at all that the Social Security Administration has an enforcement arm, or that the IRS has an enforcement arm? Doesn't that bother you?
They've always had it. That's nothing new.
No.
Hell,
No.
the Department of Education has a SWAT team, and they've had it for several years.
Yeah, but this is all recent. I could tell you, I mean, I've done some research, and all this stuff is just recent. This is all within the last 3 to 5 years. None of those departments ever had enforcement arms, ever. Why all of a sudden?
You don't target practice with hollow points, not
Right.
the police department.
Exactly, and that's the other red flag to me is why are they buying all hollow points? If you're gonna set up your agency enforcement arms with ammo for practice, you would get them wad cutters or FMJ. Why would you get AP?
Well, it's not armor piercing. Hollow points are not piercing. AP is armor piercing.
Okay, but all right, but let's just say they're using hollow points. Why use why?
Why not? If you can get hollow points for the same price you can get full metal jackets, what's the difference?
Plus, everybody's a lot more educated on the hollow point and how they don't travel once they've hit their target and shoot something behind their target. I don't know how to say it right now. But
you typically don't get over penetration with
there you go. Thank you.
Like you do with a full metal jacket. A full metal jacket round will go right through you and keep going.
Yep.
Where a hollow point will stop.
Dump all its energy.
Right. Well, we know
target.
we know it's an anti-personnel or a crowd control round, but at your innermost core, doesn't it bother you that a department of the government, which is basically looking over tax returns, is armed? Doesn't that strike you as being odd?
What does a meteorologist need?
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
It's not. We'll back up to the meteorologist. No, wait. Go back to the tax people. Am I surprised that the IRS has a law enforcement group? No. Why? Because there's enough crazies out there when the IRS comes knocking on their door, and the way they respond to the IRS. If I worked for the Department of Revenue, and I worked for the IRS, and I had to go out to somebody's house because of a tax issue, I guarantee you I would want to go armed, and I'd want to be having. What about
law enforcement? What are they there for?
What? Okay, well, why do we have federal marshals? Why do we have lots of different things? Because Congress went frickin' nuts and authorized all these agencies, and all these agencies put people at risk, Anytime they put people at risk, they want to have somebody there to protect them. Now, the meteorologists, it's not just the meteorologists for NOAA, and they're also responsible for anti-poaching and confiscation of poaching materials on fishing stuff, Tony. If you read the link I sent you, it goes into explaining that. The whole bid that went out for NOAA was a typo, and it's actually a law enforcement agency that's part of NOAA that's in charge of poaching and protecting wildlife in our
Game wardens,
waters. Yeah.
All right, and how about...
That's not, meteorologists don't get armed. But, you know, the people that are in charge of maintaining and protecting the fisheries, you bet your life they are.
So you're saying basically in a free society, or supposed to be a free society, that a tax collector has to be concerned about being armed.
I'm saying that there are enough people out there in sections of those people that if those people are in harm's way in doing their normal job and they have the need to be protected or to protect themselves, I don't have a problem with that.
Contrary to popular belief, those people that work for IRS have just as much a right to defend themselves and keep and bear arms as we do. It just happens to be their job that we don't like.
You know, I think
was typing that gravy when you were saying it.
Amen.
You know, I think that part of the thing is part of the reason that everybody's going nuts, you know, this year more than anything is because of Obama being so, and his whole regime being so anti-gun. And I'm going to take a 4-year-old boy and I'm going to skin him alive if I think. Go.
Hey guys, I hate to interrupt. I hate to interrupt. I need to interrupt for 1 second. I got to run off. I got to run off for like 20 or 25 minutes. I got to skin a coon real quick, so I'll be back in like 20 or 25 minutes.
Yay!
Hey,
Smoke coon. Praise Alan.
I'm gonna barbecue his little butt in the crock pot, I think, tomorrow.
And he's going to have a coonskin cap.
Yeah, well, let me go get him out of his clothes real quick before he gets all cold and stiff, so I'll be back.
Okay.
You know, I had a long conversation with a fellow prepper at John's house this weekend about this very dilemma that I have of my own. Is the 750 million rounds in itself doesn't bother me, and these other little things in themselves don't bother me. But when you put all these little things that you hear about that may or may not be true, and the things that are verifiably true, you put them all on a map and you start putting the pieces together, you start seeing a big picture that's not a pretty one. And I'm not a doom gloom kind of person, but it doesn't take long for me to connect the dots.
Okay, now, with that respect, now go back and research back for the last 10 years. Okay? Go back and check for these departments and these guys that are buying ammunition. Go back 10 years and research how much ammunition they bought over the last 10 years that they've used. Like I was just starting to say before John jumped in saying he was leaving. Part of the problem here is because Obama is anti-gun all the way. His whole regime is anti-gun. The second thing is that the information available today on the internet far exceeds anything that existed prior to now. By leaps and bounds. You have the availability of gathering more information now off the internet than ever before. All right? And to compound that, because there are people out there that I don't want to say they're nuts because some of them are and some of them aren't, but the big, heavy conspiracy theorists, and they spend their days looking for quote-unquote ammunition for their theories to back up their theories and their conspiracy theories to support it. And I think that if you go back and you research prior to now, and look back at historically, what have these agencies used before in the past? And I think you'll be surprised.
And some of the folks in the chat, they are correct. The difference between back then and now is that our media coverage or coverage of things happening in the world today is so much better. Something happens on the other side of the planet, we know about it 3 seconds later.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know, just back in the 40s, you know, if a battle happened in World War II in Europe, it took 2 weeks for it to hit the homeland. You know, before it hit the newsreels and the theaters in the 40s. It took 2 weeks.
That doesn't make the news any easier to swallow.
But hang on, Ben. If you're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm saying go back and research over 10 years ago. This is nothing new. This is nothing out of the ordinary. This is nothing that hasn't been happening for a long time. Now, does it concern me? No, I'm not really concerned. Am I being aware of my surroundings and what's happening? Yes, I am. Am I going to let it influence me and change me? No. In my opinion, the biggest part of this is part of that fear mongering that's going on. You know, oh my God, the sky is falling, and it's not. And that's why I guess that's why I'm so passionate about it and why I get so upset. Because all these people that are spreading all this information, whether it be true or not, they're all out trying to add support for their theories, for their conspiracy theories, or for whatever reason they've got going. They're trying to pass along this information. And they're not passing along all of it. They're only passing along the pieces that fit into their puzzle.
To push their agenda, right?
I agree.
And that's what crossed me more than anything. Now, and I'm sorry if I seem rather impassionate about this. I am. Do I want people to come and to be prepared and to wake up? Hell yeah, I do. Do I want people to be afraid and to move and to change the way that they live because of this information? Hell no.
Well,
that's the biggest problem I have with it, because half the information you're seeing is not complete.
I agree, but I still want people to change the way they think and the way they live because of the information, because I want people to see, you know, I got the message, and I don't remember the whole story, but I got the message about, hey, there's Scud missiles missing, and they're going to use it as an EMP. I know darn good and well that the likelihood of that story in itself being true is slim to none. But what if it is true, and we just discredit it because it's not likely, and we do nothing in preparation?
What could we do?
I can't worry about everything now.
What could we do, Ben, if they throw a Scud missile our way? What could we do? Can we jump up in the air and stop it?
If you had the information that was leaked out from a guy that knew a guy that heard it from a guy that had a cousin that was married to a officer in the military, that may be the only way we ever get our information. Why not print out that one last PDF, or why not, you know, shore up a couple loose ends that, you know, you don't have to remortgage your house and go out there and buy all the preps you can, but, you know, there's a hurricane lingering out in the Pacific right now as we speak, and we are possibly in the path. We don't know if it's going to come our way, but you know what, right now, because I have the information that it's a possibility that it could come our way, I'm going to go ahead and fill my propane bottles up, fill my gas cans up, get my generators prepped. I'm going to go ahead and take small measures that I can take to get ready in case it does come this way, because I have specific information to a specific impending disaster.
What you're talking about is normal. What I'm afraid of is that there will be people out there that take this information about the federal government buying ammo for different agencies, for different law enforcement agencies within the federal government, which there are many, and freaking out. And there are going to be people that will do that. What I'm saying is take that information, make a note of it, and realize, you know, what it's really, really worth. Now, is a hurricane coming a different story? You betcha. Because that's verifiable from multiple sources, not just one source.
And then again, there's only so much you can do to prepare for a hurricane other than leave the area. And the same would go with this Scud missile thing. There's only so much you could do to prepare for it other than leave the area. I mean, I can't afford to go out and buy an anti-missile whatever. You know, all I can do is either prep up as much as I can or leave where I think it's going to hit. But I mean,
well, they're saying it's going to be an EMP, but yeah.
Well, you know what I'm saying. There's
Yeah,
only so much you can do. Okay, I have the information. All right, I've done everything that I can. The rest of it, there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm just going to have to, you know, I can only go so far, and then I'm just going to have to move on to other things.
I don't like the fear-mongering either, Les. It upsets me if I know somebody's intentionally fear-mongering for a profit, but there's a fine line between fear-mongering and sharing information, especially when it comes to the unknown.
But that's, you know, but part of the problem, Ben, is that most of these people spreading the rumor about the agencies buying ammo, they don't know what they bought in the last 5 years. You don't know how many rounds they use. Do you know how many rounds the FBI uses every year?
Not hollow point rounds. I don't know. I don't know either way. You know, I just
okay. But that's what I'm saying is go and do some research, and then you'll find out that the quantities of ammunition that they're buying does in no way exceed their annual usages for training purposes. And you know, and Ray was saying, well, why buy hollow points? Well, the same reason I buy hollow points to shoot with, because I want to practice with the rounds that I'm counting on to defend my family and my life. I want to make sure that. The hell they don't. Pardon me, but the hell they don't. I guarantee you, when the boys from the FBI are on the line practicing, they're not just shooting Full Metal Jacket rounds because they're cheap. They're shooting the rounds they carry every day. And the rounds they carry every day are hollow point. And the reason they carry hollow point is because they do it for safety reasons, to reduce the number of non-combatant problems or non-combatant wounds.
Well, maybe. I know police departments don't. I know for a fact, well, my police departments here don't.
Okay, I can also guarantee you that Maricopa County Sheriff Department, when they practice, when they qualify with hollow point rounds. I can also guarantee you the city of Phoenix, when those guys go out and practice and qualify, they're qualifying with the rounds they carry. They have to. They also have to qualify with the pistol that they carry.
Now here they have to qualify with the pistol, but not the hollow point round.
And the city of Phoenix allows police officers to carry either 40 or 45 Glock. When they qualify, they have to qualify with that pistol, with the ammunition that they carry. And if I'm a police officer and I'm practicing, I want to make sure that my pistol functions with the ammo that I'm carrying. Because not only does my life depend on it, but the life of the people that I'm protecting in my daily job depend on it. And that's a fact. Because not every Glock will function 100% with hollow point. If it doesn't function, you take it into the armorer to get it fixed. And how are you going to know to get it fixed if you don't use the ammunition?
Well, you know, like I said, it's a fine line, Sharon, and I'm not really talking specifically about the 750,000.
I'll get off my soapbox and I'll shut up.
No, it's good. It's good.
No, Papa. I mean, it's.
I like it.
You know, there has to be. There has to be balance in everything, and you know, to me, the sheer fact that we know about it means that it's probably a it's probably a normal activity. I mean, I would think that if they were to do something untoward, we probably wouldn't know about it.
I can agree with that.
So I mean, you know, I think what was said is probably about the right way to go about this. Is that you have to keep an eye on things, but you can't live your life expecting something bad happening around the corner every time you turn around, because that's just no way to live.
No, you can only prepare for what your budget allows you to prepare for and hope for the best.
That's it. That's all you can do, and that's all we've been preaching since we've been doing this. Is that we do what we can, when we can, and how we can, but we don't allow it to run our lives. You know, we still have fun. We still get together and shoot the shit and do the things that we do. We're just not going to allow it to control us. And, you know, everybody has a different viewpoint about the way things are going. I mean, it certainly, it can't be good with all the debt that's piling up. That certainly can't be good. I don't know where that money's going to come from. That would be the first thing you'd have to ask yourself, is where is that money coming from? And it's got to create a problem at some point down the road. What that problem is, and when it happens, is up for debate. But you can't deny you can't deny the runaway inflation. You can't deny going to the grocery store a year ago and spending $100 and getting, you know, 4 bags of groceries, and now you go to the grocery store and you spend $100. You're only walking out with a couple of bags of groceries. It is what it is. There's no denying the fact that our currency is being supremely devalued, and it's being devalued quickly. So if the currency is being devalued and the packaging is shrinking, at what point do you reach terminal velocity? When does that occur? That's the issue here. It's not who has ammo, and the issue here is to keep your eyes on what you can see. You know, we can see with our own 2 eyes that, you know, utility.
Hey, right.
Yeah.
Right. Take a breath. I agree. You can't be prepared for everything at all times. You just can't. It's not possible. That's not really what I was getting at. I was just getting at. My original question was, what is your trigger? What's gonna make you go, oh my God?
What's going to make me go, oh my God, is when they start cutting the entitlements. That's when the dollar no longer has reserve currency status. That's when it's time to go, holy shit.
Did you see that in the bottom?
Yes, just a little reminder. We're going to be giving away a ham radio on tonight's show. The radio, I'll put a link here in the chat room so you all get to see what it is.
Thank you, baby.
It is a Baofeng UV5R dual band HT ham radio. And no, Matt, you cannot do that. But if you say pork again, we're going to have to do this.
Oh, praise Alan.
Praise Alan.
Praise Alan.
half the people on Blog TV are going, what the hell were they talking about?
Bacon. Talking about bacon.
Bacon.
So anyway, we're gonna do a giveaway tonight. We're gonna give away a brand new ham radio, and you must be one that has a Blog TV screen name. If you are a guest, then you will be SOL. So for everybody that's in the room, we will. What's that, Ben?
That was my 2-year-old proxy.
Oh, okay. Oh, what's up, Freedom? Well, there's a blast from the past.
And by the way, an HT is basically a walkie-talkie, a little small handheld unit. We're not talking about a big monster unit for your desk.
Yeah.
Or one for your car. It's a small handheld, very compact, very. It's a very nice little radio.
Very nice.
Yeah, I put a link in the channel, and you guys can go over and take a look at it and what it does, and so I think most of you out there don't have any communications gear at all, so this will help you at least have that taken care of. So yeah, we were gonna do a giveaway for an antenna, and I was like, nah, let's just give a radio too. So so all of us, basically are gonna do that for everybody on Blog TV.
I'm back.
Hey, there he is.
Yeah.
Praise Alan.
Hey.
So, I guess maybe we can, I don't know, what do you think, Vic? You want to start doing the dealio?
I've got the number already. It's number 27, and that would be...
Uh-oh, here we go.
Prelude 2012.
Prelude 2012.
Oh, newbie.
Prelude 2012.
Awesome.
Prelude 2012, you there?
You just won a prize, Prelude. Acknowledge that you can hear us.
Hello, Prelude 2012.
Takes them a couple seconds. There's a delay.
Yeah. There.
Oh, there you go. Cool. All right.
You know how Fodor knew that? Because that's his side screen name. I knew it.
Prelude 2012. Make sure that you get in touch with...
I'm already on it, Dad.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm typing them now.
Ray's going to get a hold of you. Ray's going to get a hold of you, Prelude, to get your shipping information to send you your new ham radio and antenna.
And the antenna will be coming from a different place than the radio.
Okay.
Yeah, it's coming from Antennas R Us.
That's a smoking antenna, but I couldn't believe the difference it made.
Sultan, Prelude 2012 won the radio.
do, Sarah. Yeah.
It's almost like Quaalude.
What?
Bacon.
What was you saying? Something about chicken?
Cram the table with it. Then I just thought.
Hello?
Truck full
Hello?
of signs. So I haven't heard anything about that Cooper disciple.
Have y'all heard about the alien animal probing that's been going on in southern Kentucky?
The what? I'm sorry.
No, it's Southern Ohio.
Oh, y'all can hear
Hello?
Hello?
me.
Deepwater 1974, yes there is. Yezu makes it.
Uh-oh, Ray.
What?
Look at Sultan's tempting you.
What's he doing?
Pork, 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 pork. Pork, 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 pork.
Thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy Allah.
Alan.
No, it's Alan.
We need that other song, Ray.
Which one?
Hey,
The noises.
Barbershop.
The noises.
Oh, the barbershop one?
I guess.
Okay.
I like the barbershop one. Hey,
I don't know.
Ray, what's the Yezu?
Whenever
HD
life gets you down, keeps you wearing out crown, and the gravy train has left you behind. And when you're all out of hope, down at the end of your rope, and nobody's there to throw you a line. If you ever get so low that you don't know which way to go, come on and take a walk in my shoes. Never worry about a thing, got the world on a string, 'cause I've got the cure for all of my blues. I take a look at my enormous penis, and my troubles start melting away. I take a look at my enormous penis, and the happy times are coming to stay. I gotta sing and I dance when I glance in my pants, and the feeling's like a sunshiny day. I take a look at my enormous penis, and everything is going my way.
All
Oh,
right.
I love that song.
Oh.
I love that song. Hey, Ray, what's the Yezu HT that has 6 meters?
It's the VX7R,
Okay.
but it's not 6 meters like 6 meters, 6 meters. It's 6 meter AM or FM. It's not sideband. I bought one last year and I was like, well, what the frig? There's nobody using AM or FM on 6 meters. This is a waste. So I sold it.
Yeah, we were talking about the DX7R, and somebody was asking about an HT that had HF.
An
And that was the only,
HF and an HT?
and that's as close as I could come with 6. That's the that HT.
Yeah, and that's really not even HF, because HF is sideband. So
Yeah.
no, it's
Okay.
yeah, it's yeah. I mean, it's good if if you have a lot of 6 meter and 220 stuff going around where you live. I mean, it's a good radio to have, but I mean, because there are 6 meter FM repeaters. It's just that in my area, it just didn't make any sense to have it.
Yeah.
So what's the benefit of running on 220?
There's really no benefit. I mean,
If you live in downtown New York, you have a benefit. If you don't live in downtown New York, you don't have one.
pretty much.
Well, I guess I guess I'll have to move since I have a 220. I have to move the Igor. What does that? What does that mean?
Well, here's what 220 radios, like dual band radios that have 440 in them, generally have a higher SWR in the 440 band. So in the 220 band, you know, your SWR is not as high, and you know, there are a number of 220 repeaters around the country, but it's just not that popular. It's,
okay, so that's what I was getting at. Is the reason the benefit of it is, or it's just not worth having because it's not that popular. That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah, I you know, 220. I mean, I can look up right now and probably find you know, some 220 machines around the country, but not enough to justify buying gear, I don't think.
Well, the main advantage to 220 over 2 meter or 440 is that the frequency is high enough and the wavelengths are short enough that it gets through crooks and crannies that the 2 meter signals can't get through. Inside buildings, skyscrapers and stuff like that. Or downtown where you're surrounded by a bunch of tall buildings. You have better propagation when using a 220 than you do a 2 meter frequency.
True.
Okay, so this is where I'm going with this. Theoretically, since I had a long conversation with somebody today about using things that, you know, the road less traveled. Theoretically, if you were to set up a prepper ham network, would it be more beneficial to use 220 because it's not as widely used?
No.
No.
No, because a lot of people aren't going to have 220. And you're talking about a separate antenna. No, 220 would not be a good rallying place, you know.
Okay.
And plus with that,
I was wondering about.
Plus with the 220, you don't get near the distance that you do with 2 meter. 2 meter, you get a lot longer distance than you do with 220 or 440.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm real familiar with 2 meter or 440. I'm just not I don't know anything about 220. That's why I was wondering.
It's not real strong here in the States. Now in Europe or
it's big over there.
It's very big.
Yeah.
Especially 220.
Yeah, 220 is huge in Europe.
But it's not here.
I just, the other day I ran across a buttload of 220 gear real cheap, and I just wondered if it was worth buying.
No. Not unless you're going to populate an entire town with 220 rims. Then it becomes, you know, viable.
Okay.
Hey, I just got, there's frogs over in the other thing.
That was over on the link sharing deal.
Toad?
Yeah. He's home.
I'm gonna go get him.
I don't think he wants.
No.
Well,
Oh, he doesn't?
not quite.
No.
Yeah, blew a tire for radio.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Like I know a lot of companies use 220 type frequencies downtown inside skyscrapers because it propagates so well inside buildings.
Well, that's pretty cool. Prelude 2012. That's his first time in here, and he or she, and they get a prize. So that's pretty cool.
I want a prize. How about I just keep the antenna for my prize?
I'll tell you what. If I hit the lottery, I'll set everybody up with radios.
I'll send you a picture of my you know where I'm going with this.
Hey, if you hit the lottery, I just want you to come to my house. I don't need a radio.
If I hit the lottery, I'll send you all a postcard.
Yeah, I bet.
You guys will never see or hear from me again.
No, I'll send you all tickets. Is what I'll do.
So little.
Alright, so Toad seems to be okay in his current predicament.
What do you guys think of a 2-meter 440? Well, that's standard. That's what you want. You want a 2-meter 440 radio.
Yeah, that's what I've got, and I love it.
The Bowfangs and Woshans and all that crazy mess we're always in here talking about, that's what those are. They're 2-meter 440. And correct me if I'm wrong, Ray, but the bands that when you open them up, you're actually getting outside of those 2-meter 440 bands into other bands, or what?
What was that again, Ben?
I said small children eat rice in China.
Oh, you funny. You're real funny. You come here. You funny guy.
I'm all for you.
For our.
I said if you open up one of the Woshans or Bowfangs, and you go to one of those frequencies that's outside the typical band range, are you actually moving outside of the 2-meter 440 range, or are you still within that? Is 154 dot blah blah blah, is that 2 meter?
Yes.
No, it's not. 2 meter is 144 to 148. If you transmit on 154, you're not going to get very far because the radio and the antenna are not matched for that frequency.
You did not even come close to answering my question.
Well,
no, it's above 2 meters.
It's above 2 meters.
Thank you. That's what I wanted to know.
What? Too much gobbledygook?
You know, Professor. It just gets a little deep sometimes.
Yeah, an ICOM 7000 will transmit out of band, absolutely, as long as you have an antenna tuner. And an ICOM 7000 does have a built-in antenna tuner.
Well, when you, because I'm talking to, the plan that we're working on, the communications project that we're working on, I was talking to somebody today, kind of giving them an overview of my idea on that, the setup that I sent all you guys, and what I was explaining to the person I was talking to today that the radio that she has is capable of doing these, and we're talking about the technical jargon, and I told her that the frequencies I'm talking about are outside of the 2 meter band range, but then I got to thinking about it, didn't know if I was correct or not.
Well, here's the other problem is that a lot of people may have stock Yaesus or Alinkos or Kenwoods, and they will not be able to transmit out of band. So if I were coming up with something for a prepper's net using ham radios, I would probably want to come up with something that is simplex within the 2 meter band.
Well, when you get into the 2-meter band, you get into ham licenses and things. And I'm operating outside of that premise. I don't want somebody to have to go get a ham license to be able to talk to me whether the who's hit the fan or not.
Yeah, but you can't operate at all outside of a ham band, license or no license.
What? Now you're talking crazy.
No.
I do it every day.
What I'm saying is that technically you can't operate outside of the bands. Okay, the bands were set up for a certain reason because they didn't want anybody else transmitting. You know, for instance, if you were to transmit on 154, there are a lot of public safety organizations like police and fire and rescue that use 154.
Yeah, but see, now we're getting into a whole like you just stepped out of your world into my world. You're basically telling me I can't breathe in my house. Trust me when I tell you you're wrong.
Okay.
There are lots of frequencies out there that are available to people without licenses.
The only frequencies
are not MRS and FRS.
The only frequencies that are available to people that do not have a license are FRS and Citizens Band.
That's not true.
Okay.
That is not true.
Alrighty then.
Have you ever heard of MERS, Multi-User Radio Service?
Yeah, it's for business.
That's right.
Right.
You do not have to. You do not have to have a license to operate on MERS frequencies, and that is in the.
No, but you have to. But you have to have. You have to be using it for business purposes.
Okay, define business.
Taxi company.
Give me a legal definition of business.
Any organization that does anything for profit.
No, it doesn't.
My alert zone operates on MERS. You guys hear that alert zone 1? That's right. On a MERS frequency.
Right. I'm saying what I'm saying to you, Ben, is that is it enforceable? No, because the FCC doesn't have anywhere near the amount of people it would take to enforce it. So theoretically speaking, yeah, if you're going to talk out of band, I don't think anybody's going to stop you. What I am telling you is that the FCC has set aside certain bands that with a license you can communicate on those bands. That I am telling you is a fact.
No, I agree with that 100%, but you're dealing with a population that the majority of is not going to take the steps it takes to get that license.
Right. And in an SHTF scenario, licenses don't really matter, does it?
You are correct. It doesn't matter in an SHTF, but what do you do in the meantime?
In the
Cooper Disciple just put it in there. It says you can operate a MERS device regardless of your age and for personal or business use as long as you are not a representative of a foreign government.
Amen, sister. Brother.
Praise Alan.
Amen, disciple. Praise Alan.
Okay, so there is your now in Muir's you could theoretically set up a prepper net.
Yeah.
It's not theoretical. That's what I've been doing for almost a year now.
Okay.
Those frequencies that I send everybody, that's what that is.
Okay, but here's the other issue. The other issue is that transmitting out of band on a radio that is set up to operate on 2-meter 440, you're going to have a lot of problems with efficiency, and you know that's where the problem comes in. Yeah, can I program my walks-on to operate on Muir's? Absolutely. I can program it for Mars, CAP, public safety, all that. But does that mean I can talk on those frequencies without damaging the